Welcome, everybody, to That Tracks Podcast, the podcast about snowmobile tracks. Today, we have a special guest with Jen. She is going to go ahead and describe how to properly tension your snowmobile tracks so that you get the optimal ride. Go ahead, Jen.
Well, I imagine it's like a bike chain. So, I mean, it's probably however you do a bike chain.
That's probably however you do a bike chain.
I always think about Jackson, who loves cars and he loves Hot Wheels. And there's some Hot Wheels that have, he calls them an elevator.
The other one.
The other escalator. Escalator wheels.
Yeah.
So it's probably however you do maintenance on an escalator.
There you go. Go ahead and describe that now.
Also, hello.
Sorry, yeah. Let's address the elephant in the room. Today is a very... Sorry. That's just a phrase, a turn of phrase, right?
Yeah.
So there's...
address the very slim and slender...
Let's address the beautiful lady in the room. Hello, beautiful lady. Jen is here today instead of Nick because Nick
got fired.
Whoa, geez.
No, just kidding.
Holy macaroni.
Nick is on vacation.
Yeah. Oh, man. This will come out by the time he's back. So he went to the Legoland Hotel with his family. Mm-hmm. But before that, there was all kinds of stuff happening this week. Like between the two of our families, it just didn't work out the days that we thought it was going to.
I think that because we are like getting to the end of school, but we both have kids in school, it's a lot. School is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
So, it'll go back to normal. I won't be here next week. Don't worry. But last time that you guys were doing the podcast and Nick was here, he did say that he wanted to have the wives on.
Oh, yeah.
And we do have, you can't see it. It's off camera for you, but there is like a little love seat type couch over here. And we, like, Francie and I could sit over there.
Oh, yeah.
And have our own set up, and then we could all four podcast together.
Here's something that I like that just happened.
What?
You and me were from the YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? This is a podcast. There's audio forms.
I feel like a lot of people watch it.
They do, but a lot of people also listen to it. But you do the same thing that I do, where I was like, it's off camera, but the people are listening are like,
what camera?
There's not even a camera. I'm just listening to audio.
It's off audio for you.
It's off audio. It's in this room that we're in, and you won't even know that it's there.
By the way, I wish you guys could see the other side. For those of you that are watching the podcast, I wish you could see the other side, because it is like pure chaos.
No, you don't need to see the other side. That is our little secret that nobody else needs to know about.
Well, I just told them.
Ah,
you guys know all of our secrets, and that's one of them.
Ooh. How many more are there?
Other like rooms full of secrets. I'd say there's probably about 3.
There you go. So here's another fun fact about Jen. She hasn't listened to the podcast.
I have not listened to the podcast, not a single episode.
Right.
I hear it when you are editing, because he edits in the living room and I edit. I'm usually editing when he's editing, and I'm in my office, which is just outside of the living room, so I can hear you. I know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I see you all the time.
No. I have no issue with you not
podcast,
listening.
Would you listen to it?
Yes.
I don't think you would.
I would. I would listen to it
here's
on repeat 17 times a day.
That's a lie. You drive. So like I also have recently started driving. I didn't drive for a while. I was having anxiety issues around driving. And for a while, I mean like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And then recently I got my driver's license again, because I had gone so long without driving that it had expired. So I got my driver's license. I can officially drive. I have driven. But because I don't drive regularly, like, when do you listen to a podcast? When you're driving.
Yeah.
So you have all the time to listen to a podcast.
That's true.
I would rather watch Bravo.
That's okay. I have no like issues with you not listening to the podcast.
Does Francie listen to the podcast?
Yes. The whole reason,
she?
I think so.
Hi, Francie.
Nick's whole family, like his mom listens. His sister listens.
Mom. Oh my gosh, Quinn.
Yeah.
What? You guys. I'll listen.
But the whole reason that I bring this up is because you might not know the like the layout of the, what's that called? Not the layout, the format
Okay, the format
of the podcast.
Yeah. I was going to say itinerary.
The itinerary. Because we're going to Alaska.
I'm a cruiser,
And
so itinerary is what came to my mind. Okay, the format. What's the format?
The format is, there is no format. No, there's a little bit of a loosey-goosey format.
I asked Tim right before we sat down, because he literally just sprang this on me.
Yeah,
he's like, you want to be on the podcast? And I'm like, oh.
You said yes right away. You said, yeah, I do.
What am I supposed to say? No, go fend for yourself out there.
Right?
What would you do? Who would you put in the seat?
I don't know. Nick did it by himself.
Yeah, but he has his own solo setup at his house. So
right?
would you put the gremlin in the seat?
Yeah, I could. There's a mogwai over there. That's what she said. Another thing that's nobody knows what's happening.
But I'm just saying it would be weird. I wasn't going to make you do that.
What I would do is I would film 2 podcasts.
You would talk to yourself?
And I would talk to myself.
I think that would be so funny.
Hard.
Do it.
It'd be so hard because how do you time it?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
That's like those kids that do the TikTok. That's how they know how to do that.
Yeah, that one guy that like dresses up like 50 different characters.
That's how people do TikToks. They talk to themselves. They like do little skits with themselves.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about.
50
There's like this guy that he's
Eddie
like,
Murphy.
No, he has like a very like posh British accent. He's like the last one that I saw was he was like in the stomach and he was like dressed up like, I'll find this person. Okay. I don't know how else to describe it.
I don't know this man. But yeah, I wasn't going to make you
before.
Okay, but you didn't give me very good descriptors. Or just like a posh British man. Okay, yeah. David Beckham.
Oh, it was him actually.
It could be anybody. Yeah. But like
He's like, tell him what car you drove.
Oh yeah, a Rolls Royce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I wasn't going to make you do the podcast by yourself. But I also wasn't podcast ready. I literally was like, what are we talking about? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That gives me so much anxiety.
Do you want to see? Look at this though. Are you happy now? There's like so much stuff to talk about.
Okay, let's do it.
No, that's not where we're at yet.
Oh, okay.
We're not to that point to talk about that stuff yet.
Okay.
So before we get into that subject, a word from today's sponsor, Aura Frames. Aura Frames are a Wi-Fi connected digital photo frame that you can share and view unlimited photos on. Nick, have you gotten anything for Francie for Mother's Day yet?
Shamedly, I have not.
Good news. You could get her an Aura picture frame where what you could do is you can preload it with all kinds of photos of yourself,
wow,
you and her, the boys, her and the boys, all before you give it to her. And it's great because you don't even have to wrap it. It comes in such a beautiful box. You just like put them on there, preload it, hand it to her. She just plugs it in and bam.
I have got to say, you have these around your house.
Yeah.
And I admire them every time that I don't ever say anything about it. But when I walk into the house, I feel like it makes it so much more homey. Just like walking around, seeing different pictures of you and the family.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's such a like personal thing for sure.
And I don't even have to worry about them because it's so easy to share the photos. You can share them right from your camera roll.
That's awesome.
There's you just like go to the photo, you click on it, and then the little pop-up for share shows, and it's like Aura frame. Send it to it. Bam, it sends it.
Wow.
And you don't have to worry about the amount of photos you send too. There's unlimited storage.
Wow. It's like literally a family slideshow every time you walk inside the house.
Yeah.
I love it. It's such a fun way to like take you back and remember like just memories. Like it gives you a moment to pause as you're walking down the hallway, see that frame and be like, oh, I remember that cruise.
Yeah.
I love it. I have not gotten my own mother or Francie a Mother's Day gift. So what a perfect time because Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. Our listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $30 off plus free shipping on their best-selling frame. That's auraframes.com, and you can use the code TRACKS at checkout to save. TRACKS. Use it. Terms and conditions apply. Come on, everybody. It's time to get the special mom in your life, grandmother, mother, wife, spouse, whatever they are. Get them an Aura frame.
I want to say thank you to Aura for sponsoring today's podcast. And now back to the conversation. The first thing we have to do, how was your week?
It was busy.
Yeah? What did we do?
Literally, we do so much stuff that I can't remember.
You have the same thing that I have.
Well, it's so funny. So I recently started seeing a new therapist, and she asks me like this. She's like,
what'd you do this week?
Yeah, she's just like, what do you want to talk about? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, I have no clue what happened this week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right?
And she's like, what?
Well, let's work backwards.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we went to 1900
I
Park
went to
Fair.
1900 Park Fair for dinner.
Fantastic. Loved it. Had
Well-
so much fun. Saw Nick there.
Yeah. What was your favorite food item that you had there?
Ooh, okay. The mashed potatoes were delicious.
Which is so strange, right?
No, they were like, they weren't chunky at all. They were like the creamiest, like smoothest, just very rich tasting. It tasted almost as if they had gravy in them already. Like they just had this
But you
like,
understand what I'm saying? That
What?
it's weird that you're like, the first thing that you say is mashed potatoes. There's no, like, if you go to Boston Market, you're like, oh man, those mashed potatoes were good. But if you go to like a sit down restaurant, you're not like, oh, the mashed potatoes.
Here's what it was. I'm very easily influenced. Our server came over. What was his name? He was amazing.
His
Glenn?
name was Wade or Willard?
I thought it was Glenn.
Wayne. His name was Wayne.
Oh, Wayne was amazing. He was.
Glenn?
That's what I thought it was.
That was that guy, the photographer in Hawaii. Glenn.
Well, anyway, he was fantastic. He worked with the company since since Walt Disney World has opened. He started in the parking lot, worked his way into restaurants.
His entire family has been in Florida since the 1800s.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah.
He actually, fun fact, his family owned the property that we currently live on.
Right?
They had like a cattle
They had a
ranch.
cattle ranch here.
Like literally where we live, where our house is situated right now, our server at 1900 Park Fair, his family
In the
owned,
1800s.
Yeah, owned this property.
Right.
And I was like, wow, we're like family. This is basically the Olive Garden.
Right?
Like, what's going on here?
Right.
But so he came over to the table. He was great, though. He was really, really a wonderful server. He came over and he said, the best thing is the mashed potatoes. And as soon as he said that, that's like all I could think about. So that's all I could think about.
That was it.
So you're like, what's the best thing? And I'm like, I don't know, whatever Wayne said.
Mashed potatoes.
But they were very good. I think that, what else did I like? The sausage was great.
The sausage was good.
Yeah.
The gumbo was good.
The gumbo was good.
The loaded potato salad was good.
Loaded potato salad. I also really liked the quinoa, the couscous salad.
I didn't even try it.
It was very good.
I didn't try any greenery.
Oh, I did.
Except for I tried the vegan option.
I like to make sure, because Jackson and Oliver were with us. This was a family dinner. And I like vegetables. I like salad. I make a salad all the time. Like we had a salad tonight.
It's true.
But I like to make sure that we're eating those things in front of the kids, because I want them to want to eat them too. So, but also I just like eating them.
Tonight, when we were eating that salad, you put it down in front of me and Jackson goes, "What's that?" And I said, "It's a salad. Do you want some?" He goes, "No."
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh, that's good. You used it. You used the name of the podcast. That was good.
I recently read a book where they kept saying the name of the book in the book, and it drove me insane. I thought it was so cringy, but I feel like saying the name of the podcast in the podcast isn't so bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Okay, ask me another question.
About 1900 Park Fair?
So we went to 1900 Park Fair. What else did we do?
The only thing that I can think of is what?
Jackson had show and tell, where he had to make something out of because it's Earth Month, Earth Week.
Well, hold on.
No.
We don't talk about family yet. We're still just talking about theme park stuff, because then we can go to the Hi Dad Soup thing.
Well, that's not. I'm just saying that's what
I know. Well, go ahead.
That's what happened this week. Is
Yeah.
we all collectively made his show and tell item out of recycled materials. That's what it was. You had to make something out of something else, like out of a recycled item. So we made a marble run out of old toilet paper tubes and
Paper
towel rolls and like old boxes.
Yeah, like tissue boxes and stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a good time. Every time that we talk about paper towel rolls, all I can ever think of is Elmo saying paper towel rolls. And a paper towel roll.
What were they making?
They were like doing the exact same thing as us.
They were making a city.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, they were making like a tall building?
Yeah.
And he wanted his building to be super tall, so he put that on the top.
Yeah, they ran out of blocks.
Yeah.
Like
so he's like,
blocks.
what else can we use?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they used a pool noodle in there too.
Elmo.
Elmo.
Innovative.
Yeah.
Never been done before.
Never been done before. I always like how on Sesame Street, they like, if they're doing something like that, it's not just like normal paper towel rolls. They're like painted.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, after we built this thing, I was like, were we supposed to paint this thing?
Nobody else did. I saw the pictures.
No, I know, but like if it had been on Sesame Street, it would have been painted.
Well, it wasn't on Sesame Street.
It wasn't on Sesame Street.
What else did we do though? So Monday. Let's talk about Monday.
I was going backwards. So we went to 1900 Park Fair, and then what did we do the day before?
No clue.
That's great. I have no idea.
I think I got my hair done.
Yeah. What did I do? I went out to Busch Gardens.
Oh yeah, you saw the new Phoenix Rising roller coaster.
I didn't even have that on my list.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
No.
Phoenix Rising is coming to Busch Gardens, a new roller coaster.
Tampa, Busch Gardens Tampa.
Yeah, with a 48-inch. No. What the heck was the 42-inch height requirement?
So Jackson could technically ride this ride.
It's a family coaster.
It's like a hanging coaster.
B&M hanging coaster.
I just don't know if I'm ready for him to ride that.
Right. He hasn't ridden anything like that. I think we need to like work up to it.
Yeah. So I really, really want him to ride Pteranodon. Pteranodon?
Guess what's closed?
Oh, why?
Done for, I guess. I don't know. It's like...
What do you mean? Like they're never going to open it back up?
It's closed. What's that word where it's like not... There's no reopening date planned.
Really?
Yeah. What's that called?
No clue.
You know what I'm talking about though, right? There's like a phrase that you say
closed forever.
But it's not closed forever.
I don't
It's
know.
like not inevitable, but like closed forever.
Well, so really quick, Pteranodon Flyers is a ride at Universal Islands of Adventure that's in like the Jurassic Park area. It goes around the Camp Jurassic like kids play area, and it is like a hanging, like a swing pretty much. And so you sit, one person sits in front of the other, and so two people can sit on this ride, and it flies around the Camp Jurassic area, and you kind of like whip around in the trees. It's very cool. You're like a pteranodon. You're like a bird, like a bird dinosaur.
Bird dinosaur.
Flying around.
Flying dinosaur.
But there you go, a flying dinosaur flying around. But you cannot ride it unless you are a child or you are riding with a child. So we haven't been able to really ride it. And I was so excited because Jackson can ride it. But now he can't ride it because it's closed forever.
I don't want to say closed forever. I'm trying to find the word indefinitely.
That means forever.
I know, but like, well,
That's literally the definition.
Indefinitely, I think means like it could reopen.
Indefinitely, that's not what that means. That's literally not what that... Hold on.
Oh, no.
You told me something funny the other day. Let me look this up. For an unlimited or unspecified period of time.
Unspecified.
Oh, okay.
See?
So you told me the other day that we use words incorrectly so much that we have changed the definition of the words.
Yeah.
Like not us, not like we, me and you, but like people.
Yeah.
And so
society.
Literally, they have changed the definition of the word literally because nobody's using it correctly.
Right.
So now it's no longer... It's now how we use it incorrectly is the correct definition.
Yeah, it is a correct definition to use the word literally when you're not talking about something literally. It's just like a turn of phrase now.
Yeah.
And it's accepted.
Kind of like the elephant in the room.
Yeah. Speaking of elephants.
Oh, what?
No, that's a bad transition. It would have been a good transition if we were into news because I was going to talk about Smellephants in Magic Kingdom, but we're not done talking about our week yet.
We also went to Typhoon Lagoon last weekend.
Amazing.
So much fun.
It was a really good time.
I cannot wait to go back. Jackson had an amazing time. The baby had an amazing time. It was great.
It was a really good time. Mm-hmm. So wait, so that was... When
was Sunday.
Did we go to 1900 Park Fair? What is today?
Thursday.
Today's Saturday.
No, Wednesday. We went on Wednesday.
What did we do on Friday? I went to Universal on Thursday, I guess. Maybe on Friday.
I think you went on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was nice, too, to like go around and see. They're like really working on this new lagoon show.
Mm-hmm.
They refilled the pond. And you can see there's a tent out front where they're like programming it. And there have been shots on Twitter of people at night seeing like lights and stuff coming out from the park at night. Oh. It's very exciting.
I'm not like super excited about it, like to be 100% honest.
Right.
Because it's like a fountain show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there might be fireworks too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And then I also rode Men in Black, which I haven't done in a long time.
Yeah, that's exciting stuff. Oh, the other thing that you did was you got the Meta glasses.
Those Meta glasses.
The Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Our friend got them, and he totally like sold you on it.
Well, here's the thing. He sold me on having camera glasses. So the thing that I thought I was going to use it for the most was the video, like the camera quality and stuff like that. But as it turns out, the thing that I like the most about them is the fact that I have like a little personal assistant in my ear. I can like ask the glasses questions. I can be like, "Hey Meta, what's that over there?" And I'll be like, "Take a look and tell me what I'm looking at." And it'll totally like take a picture and like analyze the picture and tell me what I'm looking at. And sometimes it's right. Like I asked it, I was at Busch Gardens and I was like, "Take a look and tell me what this sign says." And it's like, this sign is warning that, it was like on the outside of Busch Gardens, there's like spikes on the top of the wall. It's like, this sign's warning that there's spikes on top of this wall and you shouldn't try to climb it. And I was like, okay, well, that's correct.
Okay.
And then I was out in the parking lot and I was like, "Take a look and tell me what I'm looking at." And it was like a minivan and it was like, "You're looking at a luxury SUV with dark tinted windows." And I was like, okay.
How would glasses know?
It's AI. It like sends it to some website. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But that's what I like about them, is asking them all kinds of random questions.
The future is now.
Sort of. And then so that was Universal, and I'm just trying to go through the week. I really don't know.
So we did take a little bit of a pause because the baby woke up, just as like a full transparency.
Behind the scenes.
I went downstairs and I looked at the calendar, and we went to Disney Springs.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun at Disney Springs.
Where we got the glasses.
That is where we got the glasses, yeah. We had the most delicious burger. It was very, very good. And then I got my hair cut. You went to Busch Gardens. We went to 1900 Park Fair. It was a pretty busy week. And then also just Jackson's school stuff.
Well, that's what we'll do, is we'll use this as a good transition point.
Oh.
No, we won't. I'm sorry.
Oh, why not?
I wanted to keep it flowing, but it's not going to work out because I also want to get through the Hi Dad soup moments of the week.
Well, I feel like it shouldn't feel like such a chore to go to the Hi Dad soup. Just let it happen.
I know, but I don't want to get to the news before I do the Hi Dad soup moment.
So what's your Hi Dad soup moment?
Oh man.
He's not even ready.
I had one earlier today, but then this whole thing happened where I had to go in there and put Oliver back to sleep, and I was like, I lost it.
Oh no.
What's yours?
Ooh, what's mine? So tonight, I feel like I can't think about what happened other than just today.
Yeah.
That's sort of like where I'm at right now with having a 1-year-old. I feel like it's been very, he doesn't sleep great. We're at this point right now where he's got like a little bit of a cold, but it's nothing like super major, but it's causing him, he sleeps with a pacifier, so it's causing him to not be able to use his pacifier, and it's making him not be able to sleep very well, and so in turn we're not sleeping very well, and I can't tell you what I did yesterday. I'm so tired all the time.
Right.
So I'm going to go with something that happened today, but I'm sure that other things have happened. Like 1900 Park Fair, I think seeing them with the characters was definitely like is it like a hi mom soup moment?
Yeah. Hi mom.
Hi mom. But I think that tonight it was so funny when we were playing tag.
Yeah.
Jackson wanted to play tag, and it was just such a funny moment that he's never asked me to play tag. He's always like, "Do you want to chase me around? Do you want to play hide and seek?" So tag was like a new thing.
Yeah.
And he ran up to me and he's like, because you guys were playing it first.
Yeah.
And then
I teach him little tricks.
Yeah, he's like a little trickster. He's so funny. And so he was running around and he runs into the kitchen, and there's not two ways into the kitchen. There's only one way in and out of the kitchen. Mm-hmm. So I was like, "You're trapped, buddy. Like if you run into the kitchen, I'm going to tag you and you're going to be it now." And so I let him run around me. And he thought that was so funny that he like made it past me. And that was like a cute thing. But then I said, "Hey, bud," I was like, "Come here for a second. I just want to tell you something." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, he's like, walks over, and I was like, "Hey, tag, you're it." And then he thought that was so funny. He thought it was so funny that I like tricked him. He's like, "Are you kidding? Are you just joking?" And I said, "No, I just tagged you. You're it." And he goes, "Oh, that what?" He does this thing where he's like, he
stammers.
It was so funny though. And so then later, we were playing because you were filling up the bathtub for bath time, and so I was it was just me and him. And he's like, "Hey, mommy," and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Can I tell you something?" And I was like, "Yeah, buddy, of course you can." He goes, "Tag, you're it." It was just so funny, and he thought it was so funny that he like did it back to me.
You.
Yeah, he's like, "I gotcha." He's like, "You didn't know I was gonna say that, did you?" And I was like, "No, I didn't, buddy. I did not know." But it was just like, it's just so cute. Like, he's just very funny, and I love when things make him laugh.
Yeah.
I think that's really what my moment was like when he laughed so hard when I was like, "Hey, let me tell you something," and I like tagged him, and he was like, "Oh," like it just shocked him. It was so funny. So that was my moment.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. My
good.
moment has been a string of moments. So recently, Oliver has like started joining in the play.
Yes.
And so Oliver will like run with us when we're running around the house and stuff like that. And Oliver sort of played tag tonight. He was just like there running around after us. But because he's been in the play, Jackson has been able to like express his sense of humor with Oliver. And Oliver thinks that Jackson is the funniest human being on the planet.
It doesn't matter what Jackson's doing. Oliver is laughing at him.
Right? And it's like, sometimes it's not even like Jackson will try to make Oliver laugh. He'll like do this face like, and he like doing the Swedish Chef or something. And Oliver's just laughing and laughing. But the other day we were in the car and Jackson was literally just sitting there looking out the window, and Oliver sat up and looked over at him and just starts going,
I think that's the other thing though too, is Oliver's laugh is so funny. It's like the funniest, like he's like Seth Rogen as a baby.
Yeah. He's like, but that's what he did. He just starts laughing at Jackson. No reason.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. I'm sure it was after 1900 Park Fair, so we were like exhausted for the end of the day.
Right.
And he was just like, I'll laugh at my brother now. And that proceeded to turn into probably the hardest night's sleep that we've had in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Because Oliver fell asleep on the way home and then woke up when we got home.
Right.
And then when that happens, it's real hard to get them back to sleep.
Yeah. Yes. That was, but you know what? It was still like, it was just very cute the way that he was laughing in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it.
All right. Now here comes your favorite part.
Oh, what?
All the news.
Oh, the news.
The news.
Do you have a button for that?
Is that what you were thinking?
The news.
It should have been like this.
The news.
So for news, we'll start off at Disney Springs. The Vineyard Vines store opened.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's also Chicken Guy's getting its covered seating area.
Mm-hmm.
Excited.
Wait, I haven't been to Chicken Guys since they opened.
Right.
Maybe we went one other time. There might have been one other time that we went.
Did you know they reduced the number of sauces?
I did read that. Yeah.
The NBA experience started de-theming the outside of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wonder what it's going to be.
I said in our last Disney Springs video, that I hoped that it was going to be Disney Springs or Disney Quest 2.0.
Give me another thought.
I had like literally no clue. It's such a huge building.
The NFL experience.
Oh, do you think?
No.
Oh, so people in the
Major
comments,
League Soccer experience.
Makes sense, but people in the comments left comments saying that Disney. I'd have to read it exactly, but they were saying that we acquired some kind of video game company.
Oh, okay.
And so they think it's going to have something to do with like video games.
The Fortnite thing?
I don't
think we acquired. I thought it was just like...
No, there was something that we're working with a video game company. Disney is working with. I mean Disney. I am part of Disney now.
Yeah.
That's just what people were leaving in the comments, and I was like, I don't really get it, but okay.
Be interesting if that's the case.
Yeah.
They started installing the speakers and other things for the drone show that is coming to Disney Springs.
Oh, okay, that's exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited to see what it is. I really liked the last one, and we looked at it. It was like something like 10 or 11 years ago that happened.
Yeah, and it was. I feel like in that time, technology has just become so much more. Like I feel like it's going to look a lot better.
Right.
I'm excited for it.
And it's strange that this is the first drone show. Like Disney put out a drone show earlier, but this is the first, like, of the fact that drone shows are fairly common now.
Well, yeah, I just saw some stuff on my timeline I think it was from the Star Wars stuff at Disneyland.
Yeah.
They had like a Star Wars drone show.
I didn't know there was a drones in it.
Somebody posted something that was like a Darth Vader helmet in the sky.
Oh.
Let me see if I can.
There's the fireworks, but I didn't think it would be a Darth Vader or drones. I'm excited to see this drone show because it's the first in the modern era that Florida parks are getting a drone show. Like I said, we had that one at Disney Springs before, but like I feel like this is the start of something. Like there's going to be drones at Universal. There's going to be drones at like Legoland. There'll be drones everywhere from here on out. So speaking of drone shows, Hong Kong is getting a new drone show.
Okay.
I think I saved a photo of this so that I can remember.
Oh, it was Hong Kong Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's what I was seeing. Yeah, this is what I saw.
Find your superpower. Oh yeah, there's Darth Vader helmet in the sky.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess that was Hong Kong. Sorry.
Find Your Superpower Battle in the Sky is coming to Hong Kong Disneyland April 26th through June 10th.
Oh, no, wait. Sorry. This was at the Star Wars drone show at Angel Stadium.
Oh.
So this wasn't Hong Kong. This was in California.
Just at a baseball stadium.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was at Disneyland.
Oh.
Interesting.
Join Iron Man, Thor, and more to defend against the invasion of Arnim Zola.
Okay.
I don't know who Arnim Zola is.
I don't either.
But, yeah, there you go. That's coming to a drone show that's coming to Hong Kong Disneyland.
Okay. So now, I don't know if you know this, but like, are they allowed to do fireworks there?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a good question.
Well, I just know that not every, like Disneyland, for example, in California, their fireworks are like obviously way less than what we can do here in Orlando. And when we went to Tokyo, I remember the fireworks because they're like just in a straight up, like in a city.
Right.
So I remember their fireworks being kind of like meh. So I remember their fireworks being a little bit like meh at the time because I think, I don't know, they also had right after we left, they updated their castle show to like projections and stuff like that. So I'm curious, like, how big are their fireworks shows?
But they did have one heck of a parade.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Parade was really good.
All of the parades. We saw their electrical, like, light parade was amazing. Their Dream Up parade was amazing. I don't know if that's still there. That was so long ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But speaking of Tokyo Disneyland, they are updating their Astro Blasters, and they're changing it to Wreck-It Ralph / Sugar Rush.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
and then people were saying that we might get it over here, or they're hoping.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. I don't know if that's going to happen. So you saw this? I had the artwork to show you if you needed to see it.
Oh.
There it is. That was I was just showing Jen so that she knew what was going on. So speaking of Wreck-It Ralph,
yeah,
he is not a Pixar character.
Oh.
It's a Disney character.
Oh.
But it is the animation style that Pixar might use.
Okay.
So right now at Disneyland is Pixar Fest.
Right.
And there's a few things that I found really interesting. Have you seen some of the footage of the parade?
I have seen the Four Town guys with the panda, May as a panda.
Yeah.
That's all I saw.
Okay, so the parade is called Better Together, a Pixar Pals Celebration.
Okay.
I remember seeing Luca.
I didn't see them in the parade. I saw them like meeting people.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Luca and the other one.
Oh,
what's his name?
Oh my gosh, I should know his name. We watched that movie like 900,000 times.
And the girl, what's her name?
I don't remember.
We're so good at this. What are the characters' names from? If I had those glasses,
oh no,
that's something that I could ask.
Alberto
and Julia.
Scorfano. Yeah, and Julia Marcovaldo.
Santa Pecorino. So Julia was on a Vespa up at the top,
Oh, fun.
and then Alberto and Luca were like in the water.
Were they like the mermaid people?
No,
They
that's
weren't.
what I didn't. It wasn't there wasn't actual real water,
Okay.
but it was like the side of it was like
Yeah.
looked like water.
Okay.
On the Four Town float were all of the characters from Turning Red,
Oh.
including the dad dressed as the cardboard panda,
Oh, fun.
which was super fun.
Yeah.
Joy and Sadness were in Bing Bong's wagon, and Bing Bong was on the back, but he was just part of the float. He wasn't like a character.
Okay. I have never seen Inside Out.
No.
I've never seen it.
There are some like movies that I specifically am like, maybe don't watch that because I don't want you to get like
to cry.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe don't watch Coco. And I was like, okay. But I do want to watch it. It seems like such a great movie, but I'm 100% sure it will make me cry.
Yeah, Turning Red, you have Luca. There was just general Pixar. So you've got like Jesse and Mike Wazowski and...
Sorry.
What?
General Pixar.
General Pixar. That's the name of the Green Army Men.
He's my favorite. Like, if I was in the army, I would want him to be my general.
General Pixar.
Yeah.
He's the meanest, though. And then, man, I'm like really blanking on characters' names. The kid, Miguel from Coco.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then, also Joe from
Oh, Soul. Yeah.
Yeah. He was there too. And 22 as well, but 22 is like a little tiny blob looking creature.
How did they do that? Was it just something on the float?
Like, yeah, on the float.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it's kind of like the snow geese.
Yeah.
That's sort of what they look like, but like teal versions.
And then you can meet some other characters. Like you can meet Wade and Ember.
Yeah, I thought that was really
Pixar
cool.
Fest.
Yeah.
You can meet, and this is the coolest thing that I saw was Doug from Up.
Talks.
He talks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, that's fantastic.
But it was also funny because when I was reading about that online, people were so mad. They're like, we already have Doug. And I'm like, but does he talk?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Like, be happy about these things.
Right.
I don't know. I thought it was cool too.
Something else that I thought was very strange was they put up this beautiful ribbon art piece in the Esplanade, like where in between DCA and Disneyland.
Okay.
And it was like all of the colors of Pixar, like the blues, the reds, and the yellows, and it was all these hanging ribbons, and they were flowing in the wind.
Uh-huh.
And it was awesome looking. And they took it down like the next day.
Oh.
And I don't know why they took it down.
Is this thing over?
No.
Oh.
It's still going on.
Okay.
For a while longer. Like this was the first day. They took it down the second day.
There's got to be a reason.
There has to be. I can't imagine there was like they were getting tangled up or something. I don't know, but it was really cool looking. And then also something else that I'm excited. I wish I was going to see this.
Okay.
But I think Pixar Fest ends before I get there.
Oh, yeah, because Tim does have a Disneyland trip coming up.
But there are 50 of the Planet Pizza trucks, like miniature, hidden throughout both parks.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Jackson would love that.
Right? There's one, you know how they have those like the popcorn turner guys?
Yeah.
There's one that's in a popcorn cart.
Okay.
There's one on Space Ranger Spin that's just like hidden back there.
Oh, that's so fun. Jackson would love that.
There's one that like looks like an accordion that I saw a picture of.
Okay.
They were just like, it was neat to see people like finding them because they were everywhere. And then they also, another thing was that they're doing the projections on, so if you've never been to Disneyland, during the fireworks, they do projections on the castle, and then you can also watch the fireworks from back by Small World, and they'll do projections on Small World too. And they said they've put hidden Mickeys in the projections on Small World, but they've made them really hard to find.
Okay.
They're like, it's a challenge for you to find them.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just more things to find as you like if you go out to California.
Okay.
We have got, speaking of California, out at Universal Hollywood, there was a tram crash.
I don't think it's funny.
Oh, sorry.
Because people like got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of California, out at Universal Hollywood, there was a tram crash.
I did hear about that.
Which I guess the brakes malfunctioned and they ran into a railing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
Right? And I guess 12 people were injured.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I did read that people were saying that it was being like very downplayed.
Oh, the crash?
Yeah, like that. I don't like from the park. Like they were like nothing to see here, which I understand why they're going that route, but like that's pretty scary,
right?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Because a lot of people are going on this tram tour right now because it is the anniversary tram tour.
The 60th anniversary, right?
Yeah.
And it's also it's dressed like as a retro tram,
right? Which
it looks very cool. And then there's like all this new art, like retro artwork back there. It's like new mural and stuff.
Yeah.
But
and a lot of new like you can see Doc Brown. They take you by the plaza where the clock tower is, and Doc Brown's out there, and he's like, "When you hit 88 miles per hour,
if your tram was made of cheese, would you eat it?"
Your tram was made of cheese.
But also, there's not like seatbelts on the tram. I don't think.
No.
Yeah, so that's like also worrisome.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they should put those in.
Right.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
There's also a couple of photo ops, like at the Psycho House.
Oh, cool.
They've got a Jaws, like we have Bruce I almost called him a whale, the shark.
Yeah.
Then there's also a King Kong one where you can be like in his hand.
Oh, cool.
Which is fun. You actually get out of the tram. The tram stops and you get out of it.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that you can get out. That's which I totally forgot because we go for horror nights, or we have gone for horror nights at Universal Hollywood, and I forgot that you don't get out during regular tram tours. You only get out during Halloween Horror Nights tram tours.
Right.
So that's pretty neat to be able to get out.
So speaking of Halloween Horror Nights,
ooh, yes,
we've got a new speculation map just dropped today.
Oh, what are they saying?
Yeah. So Universal did this really interesting thing where they didn't actually give the houses code names.
Oh.
They gave them code symbols.
Oh.
And so that makes it a little bit harder for people to try to figure out. Like if you can find the code name, people were like deciphering the code names, but now they've got just like,
I think it's honestly with these maps and stuff, and I don't know if this will make anybody mad, but like I just feel like clearly they know somebody.
Right.
Like some of the things that they're like, "Oh, I just guessed it." I'm like, "This is someone. Somebody told you what is coming to Horror Nights." Like,
but also like I don't understand why just announce it. I mean, the originals even.
I think, yeah, right. That makes sense for sure. But I think it could be like a contractual thing.
Right. For the IPs.
Yeah. It could be, I don't know. I think having that sense of mystery is like fun.
Yeah.
And even when you think you know everything and they haven't announced it, it's still kind of like, well, is it that? You know, like there's still this like air of mystery. I don't know, which makes it fun.
Right. But
yeah, also announce it.
We're getting close.
Are we?
Horror Night starts on August 30th.
Yeah, so we're April.
It's pretty much May.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we have like 4 months because it's at the end of August.
Right? You want to start selling tickets now, don't you? People from the UK planning trips over and stuff like that.
Did we not buy our tickets?
We didn't buy our tickets because they don't have Russia Fear or anything like that out yet. But you can buy individual day tickets.
Oh, right. Okay.
At this point. But so I'm just going to guess based on these symbols.
Okay. What are the
one
symbols?
Of them, so one of the symbols is a picture of South America.
Ooh, okay.
With like trees. So I'm guessing it's like a rainforest thing.
Okay.
Right?
Rainforest Cafe.
Ooh,
the haunted house.
The haunted house. I like that. That weird tree frog.
Yeah.
Being out there. The next one is like quite obviously Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, why?
Because like that's the symbol.
Oh, okay.
And it was Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
The next one it's a Cadillac symbol.
Okay.
And it's a movie franchise.
With a
Cadillac. So I don't think that the Cadillac is part of it.
Okay.
I think Cadillac would be like, it's a luxury car. It's a high end. It's a desirable get.
I don't know why you would use a very clear, like, symbol. Let me see the symbol.
That's just the Cadillac symbol.
Then it would have to have a Cadillac. You wouldn't just like.
No, I'm telling you, like, that's what my thought is that when you think of Cadillac, that's like a high end thing that is very desirable, like something that somebody would want. So that means that this to me is creative, got the movie that they wanted.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is the Cadillac of all horror movies.
So what have they always wanted to do that they haven't done?
Scream. I don't know.
Oh, do you
What
think?
if it's Scream?
Is that the Cadillac?
No, I feel like they don't like Scream because
of
they
what happened.
pulled out and everything. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what
What
they've
would
already
it
done
be?
Halloween.
They've done Freddy. They've done Halloween. They've done Jason. They've done.
So I don't know.
They've done it all.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's like the movie? I don't know. I was gonna say, like, what's the movie that like cost the most to make, the most horror movie to make?
the most?
But then also, like, maybe it could
Let's see.
just be like Christine too.
They wouldn't. I mean, they wouldn't. I don't think they would do that.
I don't think so either. I don't think it's like a draw, enough of a draw.
Yeah.
And then the next one is like the volume symbol with a no through it.
Okay.
So that to me says Quiet Place.
Oh yeah, everybody was saying that.
The next one is
Oh wait, the most expensive horror movie ever made was World War Z. I didn't really think that was a horror movie though.
This is pretty scary.
I mean, but I didn't.
Not like traditionally a horror movie. Not
Yeah.
like a slasher movie.
I guess it costs, which is weird because they don't have a set number. They say 190 to 269 million. That's kind of like a big range.
Right?
That's
They're
almost
like,
that's almost like
I don't know.
like
like
what?
Tens of millions of dollars went
Yeah.
somewhere, maybe.
The film's initial budget was 125 million. What? How? At least 190 million. Wow, but that's kind of wild.
Should probably fire the finance guy. Like, if he can't keep track of that many millions.
But like, how much was Brad Pitt paid for that movie?
20
million? Probably more.
$20.
$20 for $20. Will you be in our
$20.
horror movie?
Will you be a guy that has to run away from super fast zombies?
Oh my gosh.
It's a zombie movie, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is an original that's just a candy. It looks like a piece of candy.
Oh, so everybody was saying that they think it's Treeks and Foons, the house.
Okay, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
The next one just says unknown original.
He was paid nearly 14 million. Again,
Nearly.
how
We
do you
don't know.
What was the next one? Sorry.
It just says unknown original.
Okay.
But then there's the next one is just a thing of popcorn,
Okay.
but it's an original. So that could be Treeks and Foons too. Who knows? No, I guess it would be
They would be the candy, right?
the candy one. Yeah,
Popcorn. Okay.
popcorn would be like maybe a drive-in
Ooh,
movie.
I was going to say, yeah, like Slaughterhouse Cinema,
yeah.
but like the next.
Chew.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay. The next one is it looks like a lantern that you take into the woods when you're going camping.
Ooh, okay.
You know the guy on like the groundskeeper on Haunted Mansion?
Yeah.
But that's based on a movie. So that could be like Jason, like, like Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah. Okay. What were horror movies that came out last year? So somebody said that there was going to be a Blumhouse,
Right.
like a Megan house or something.
Megan.
That's what they were saying. It was going to be Megan, another one.
The other one. What did Blumhouse make? This year or last year?
I guess
Blumhouse
It'd
movies.
be last year, I guess.
Oh, Blumhouse movies. In ranked. Let's see. We'll just do a ranked. Get Out, Megan. Best Blumhouse horror movies from Time Magazine. Oh, geez, okay. Split, Insidious. Okay.
Another Insidious?
No, this is just based off. Yeah. Ma, Sick, Unfriended, Oculus.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Imaginary. That's what it was. It was
Imaginary.
Imaginary. They were saying that it was going to be a combination Imaginary and Megan.
Okay.
Or Five Nights at Freddy's, which I kind of like. I hope they do the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. That movie, I really liked the movie. I've never played the game. I'm not really like into the game at all, but I thought the movie was really good. Did they ever do a Blair Witch House?
No.
Oh, they should have.
Not that I can.
And they're remaking Blair Witch.
Are they?
Yeah.
That seems like a bad idea.
Why?
Because, like, it was such a unique movie.
Oh, yeah. It'll never be like what Blair Witch was. I remember going to see Blair Witch in the theater. I was in like the 9th grade, I think.
Yeah.
And I think I was in the 9th grade. I'm pretty sure. But I remember going to see it in the theater, and we thought it was real.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Did you have to go to Enzion to see it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had to go to Enzion to see it. It wasn't playing anywhere else.
We definitely went somewhere that I had to use stairs, like an escalator, to get up. I remember
like in the mall?
being on the escalator. I don't
The
remember.
Oviedo Mall.
Maybe. I don't know. But I just remember I was there with this girl that I went to school with and her mom, and it was very scary.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being very scared. And then she started making those little, like, twig things.
Yeah.
And she just thought that, I'm like, why, like, I feel like you're taunting an evil entity. Like, don't do that. Why are you doing that? But yeah.
That's what my brothers were like. We went and we saw it, and then they're like, let's go into the woods. And I was like, why are we doing this? We went to an abandoned house in the woods.
Why?
And I was like, this is the dumbest thing that we've ever done. Why are we doing this?
Oh, that's funny. I am excited for Horror Nights, though.
Oh, and then we've got 2 more original houses. One is a house that's half black and half white.
Ooh, okay. So like a black and white movie?
Or like Spy versus Spy.
Well, that's not really scary.
I know, but that's like the vibe that I am getting off this picture of a house.
Okay.
Because it's like half and half. Like split down the middle.
Oh, okay.
And then another one is like a museum with the Eye of Ra behind, like, what are those ropes called? Ropes.
Okay. Let me see.
Like
an
Egyptian museum, night at the museum.
Okay.
The house.
I really do like the original houses. I feel like sometimes they aren't as scary. They're more kind of like visually stunning. But I do like the original houses. I like it when they have to come up with an idea. You know, like I think that's like there's how many times can we go through like a Halloween,
Right.
you know, Michael Myers house.
Right.
You know, it's just neat to see what they come up with.
Moving on from Halloween Horror Nights.
Question about Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay, I've got an answer.
Do you think Nick will go to Halloween Horror Nights? I feel like because you guys do Patreon.
Yeah.
So you guys should do like where he goes to Halloween Horror Nights.
That.
Yeah. But you should film it like live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do like a live Nick at Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Not live, like you guys wouldn't see it live, but you would film it live there, like record the audio there.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
He totally should.
He's very scared.
He has to do it for the podcast.
I know. That's what I keep saying.
Yeah. Okay. Bully him into doing it.
Yeah.
You
just
guys.
bully him in. So moving from Halloween Horror Nights over to the rest of the news is all Disney.
Okay.
One thing's not world, but the rest is world. So the first thing that's not world is we got to see the new character outfits for Lighthouse Point.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like Bohemian inspired.
Yeah, that's fun.
They're really cool looking. Like Chip and Dale look straight up just on vacation.
Yeah, I love it. No, that's great.
They look like they're relaxed.
It reminds me of, so when the last time we went to Nassau, we met up with our friends who live there, DZ Vision, Donzel, and Mac, and they were talking to us about how they do Junkanoo.
Yeah.
And we went to the Junkanoo Museum, and we just kind of stayed in the front of the museum, but it reminds me of those like bright colors and
yeah,
but not obviously not as big as those costumes are, because those are kind of more like carnival type costumes.
Yeah, for a parade.
Yeah, like parade costumes, right? But these kind of remind me of those.
And then Minnie has one of those like what is that, like straw, like seagrass purses.
Let me see.
Like, remember we saw those for sale at night in Nassau?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
That's so fun. I have a few of those. I don't know where they are now, but when I was a kid, I remember being so like excited when my grandma went on a cruise and she brought me back one of those purses. And I'm like, wow. Look at this. I'm like an international woman of mystery with this purse.
Then the rest of it is all what's it called? Walt Disney World stuff.
Okay.
So we've got Food and Wine Festival. Our dates were announced August 29th through November 23rd. This means that Food and Wine Festival is about a month shorter than it was last year.
So we talked about this when we went to Epcot. We had like a fun day at Epcot, and we were kind of speculating that because the Communicore building is opening in June, that they want to maybe have they want to give Communicore like its moment.
Right.
So is that like what you still think?
Yeah, I think so. But do you think they'll go back next year to having just like nonstop festivals?
I mean,
Or do you think they'll give the summertime a break like this?
I don't know why they wouldn't. They make so much money during, like, why would you turn away money?
But did you see that it ends on November 23rd?
Oh, does it?
The day before your birthday.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care. It's fine.
Is Thanksgiving on your birthday this year?
I don't
Is
think
your birthday on Thanksgiving this year?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So like every 4 years, I think it's either every 4 or every 7 years is my birthday's on Thanksgiving.
Your birthday is on a Sunday, and then Thanksgiving is the 28th.
Okay. So it's the day before Jackson's birthday. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, I wanted to, okay, really quick, since we brought Jackson up again, just really fast. Something that I wanted to mention, I know we already did the Hi Dad Soup moment, but this is something that I just thought was really funny, is that,
I just needed some water.
he went like this, and I'm like, oh no. I thought you were going to push a button. What was that?
It's clapping.
Oh. Yeah. But we've been watching Muppet Babies.
Oh, yeah.
And he started saying waka waka. But he doesn't say, he says wata wata.
He says what the.
Oh yeah. And it's so, and he'll want to say jokes, like he'll want to hear a joke and then he'll say it afterwards, and it's so funny.
And then he also is so proud of himself because he sang the entire opening song for Muppet Babies.
Oh my gosh, it was so cute though, because he does it so low.
He was like,
he goes, Muppet Babies, dreams come true. But he really sings it though. Did you listen to him in the car?
I couldn't hear him.
We were in the car. Oh, I could hear him because like I turned around and I was just like, I can't believe he knows all the words to the theme song because he really likes the song to Muppet Babies. And he started a music class at school where he's learning like the do re mi. What's the name of that song? The do re mi song?
It's just music notes.
Do re mi. It's the song where it's like T.
Oh, do, a deer, a female deer. It's from Hess. He's not learning that. That was something that Rose got him on.
Oh, okay.
Or Rosie, yeah.
So, yeah, she's like, I'm like indoctrinating him into like musicals, and he loves it. He absolutely like loves the sound of music. So, but he was singing it, and he was like really singing it though. He was really singing like, "Make your dreams come true." Like he wasn't just, I can't explain it. He was like singing it correctly.
Yeah,
you know,
hitting the notes,
really trying.
Yeah,
and it was so adorable.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's cute. Sorry.
And then he even does. So Miss Nanny comes out. And
oh yeah.
She goes, "Is everything all right out here, kids?" And he goes, "Is everything all right out here, kids?"
Yeah, he did it like word for word.
And I was like, "That's pretty funny."
He's so funny. I don't know. I love that kid so much. He's the best.
Where was I?
Oliver is amazing as well. I don't want people to be like, I'm sure somebody will be like, they hate Oliver.
But he's
no, I don't. Just Jackson's like personality.
Jackson's like singing.
Yeah, no, it's just like he's really turning into like his own little person, and I love it.
Yeah. They kind of revealed the Mama Odie animatronic.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it looks awesome. Like they showed off the last time the animatronics that we've seen for Tiana's Bayou Adventures. We've seen Tiana, we've seen Lewis, and now we've seen Mama Odie.
So is she similar to how, like, you know how Belle was like in Tokyo when we were like amazed at the way that they could move?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like Mama Odie is like, she's kind of like squatty, but like big and boisterous still. And so it's like neat to see this little animatronic doing these like little things.
Yeah.
Right. And she even does her little like laugh.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. I can't wait. I'm like so excited for this ride.
Me too. I can't wait for the music. I want to hear like the music. What are they?
Right.
And I want to see it. Yeah.
They have installed some of the Smellephants at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Over there in Storybook Circus. So if you guys don't know what the Smellephants are, what's the name of that candle company? Scentsy has sponsored an attraction. I don't even know. It's like, so the Smellephants on parade, and it's kind of like leaning into the pink elephants on parade from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I thought it was something from Dumbo.
From Dumbo, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense because it's back there by the Dumbo ride. But Pink Elephants on Parade was from Dumbo, and so they're doing Smellephants on Parade, and there are elephants that smell in some fashion.
So Scentsy did a thing with, I think it was Flower and Garden, right?
Yeah.
Like a couple of years ago where or last year maybe, where you could go, they had one little section.
I think it's there this year too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we didn't go over there.
We didn't look at it. Okay. But you would smell the different scents of the flowers.
Yeah.
But it was like a scent card. It wasn't an actual flower that you were smelling. And people were really upset because Scentsy is an MLM. And so people are, which is a multi-level marketing.
Right.
And people are upset that Disney is partnering with them.
Right.
I don't understand it.
It doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't make any sense.
I am excited that they have a corn dog looking elephant.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
What does it smell like?
I'm assuming corn dogs. Yeah.
Well, that's not like a good smell.
No, it'd be great.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
I believe in it. I think it's going to be very nice smelling.
I like how you really took it personally. You're like, no, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna smell good. I'm just trying to find the picture so that I can go through and like tell you some of the. Oh, one looks like.
Oh wait, show me.
One looks like a chocolate dipped churro. One looks like cotton candy.
That's weird.
And then one looks like corn dogs.
That's not at all what I thought they were going to be. They're like little statues.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what I thought, but I didn't think they were going to look like that.
Yeah, and you smell them.
Like, does scent waft out of them?
I'm assuming.
Like,
so.
are they smellitzers?
Yeah.
Like they're spraying a scent at you?
Yeah, is spraying corn dog.
Well, it's weird because it's like a little like corn dog colored, like fried golden brown colored elephant.
Yeah.
And then he has on his like torso and like belly ketchup and mustard.
Yeah.
It just like looks very strange.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, all right, Disney, do you, but it looks weird.
Oh, there you go.
It's going to smell. What does a corn dog smell like?
Delicious.
I think it doesn't, though.
Good.
Okay.
What
are
does
the other
cotton
ones?
candy smell like?
Well, just sweet. Like, that would be a good one. It's just sweet. I feel like they might have a popcorn one, maybe.
I'm sure they will, yeah.
That'll smell good. I love the smell of popcorn.
There's a chocolate dipped churro.
That'll smell delicious.
Yeah, it's true. I'm trying to see. There was another post that showed. Oh, there it was. Hold on. Let me read what he says here. They don't. Oh, caramel apple.
Oh, that'll smell good.
Yeah.
Why did? Okay.
And then
What about like nachos?
snow cone. That doesn't smell like anything.
Nachos?
Snow cone.
Oh, snow cone. Well, it depends on what the flavor is.
It's like rainbow.
It'll smell like everything.
Okay.
Just sweet.
So those are the 5 that are there now.
Okay.
Which one are you most excited for?
I want to see I want to smell the corn dog one. I like, what does it smell like? You know?
Yeah. So speaking of food.
Yeah.
Victoria and Albert's, they got their Michelin star.
They did.
And they also have they're like a 3-diamond AAA thing and a 5-star Forbes restaurant.
So we went to Victoria and Albert's years ago, and I remember enjoying the food, but it was too fancy of an experience for me.
Right.
So I felt like almost uncomfortable, and we got like really dressed up because I didn't know what to expect. But when we got there, and I was like uncomfortable, I had on uncomfortable shoes, I had on an uncomfortable dress. I was wearing fake eyelashes, which I never do, so that was uncomfortable. But I just wanted to make sure that I like was wearing the right thing because the dress code was so strict. And then when we got in there, people were wearing like sundresses and much more comfortable things than like I definitely didn't have to go that hard, you know? And so I think, are we telling them that we're going?
Yeah.
So we did make a reservation to Victoria and Albert's before they got their star.
Right.
We had already booked it before the star. Imagine going the day before they got their star.
Oh. I mean, it's still the same restaurant. You'd be like, oh yeah, I ate it didn't have it yet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But like, it has it now.
Yeah. So we just like happened to book this reservation because we saw that they had one and we were like, we should book it.
Yeah.
Because it's like a hard reservation to get. And I'm so excited to go this time, A, because of the star.
Yeah.
That's like very exciting. I've never gone to a Michelin starred restaurant ever. I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Yeah. So I'm excited for that, but I'm also excited because now I know that I can dress a little bit less formally.
Right.
So, which is exciting. I can be more comfortable while we eat.
Speaking of being comfortable,
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios is turning 35 on May the 1st.
Oh, how comfortable of them.
I was just trying to transition and it didn't work out. They'll have clothes
that are comfortable.
Maybe it'll be comfortable. They'll have like a comfortable shirt, comfortable hat for you to wear.
That's so funny.
Celebrating their 35th anniversary.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
There's going to be a 35th anniversary moment.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
What do you think that means?
I don't know. I went to Epcot for their 35th anniversary, I think, and it was like somebody came out and was like, Epcot. We call it Epcot. That's the experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then there was like a confetti explosion.
Okay. That's exciting.
And then everybody like kind of stood around for a little bit and talked to each other. It was a nice gathering of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like see all these people that you see them all the time at the parks, but they were all in one spot.
I feel like it's like for the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like all the fans getting together.
Yeah, we all hang out. We're like, hey, how's it going? What's going on?
Remember when they used to have the
shake hands?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the bug playground.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Remember when they had Osborne Family Lights?
And they're like, yeah, you remember when you were in the Beatles? That's that Chris Farley character. He's talking to Paul McCartney, and he's like, "You remember when you were in the Beatles?" And Paul McCartney's like, "Yes." He goes, "That was pretty cool."
That's amazing.
Remember when they had Lights, Motors, Action?
Oh man, I didn't really care so much about Lights, Motors, Action until it closed. It wasn't really my thing. I didn't really care about like stunts.
Don't it always seem to go?
Well, but when we went and everybody in the audience was like family members of the drivers, that really changed my perspective on that, and which is sad because it was the last day, so it's not like I could ever watch it again.
Right.
But it was so like emotionally charged, and they were so excited to like see their family members, and it really was like such a I'll never forget watching that.
Yeah. And
it was just very cool, and I wish that I had watched it more. But yeah.
You remember Catastrophe Canyon?
I do.
That was.
I remember being very scared of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really thought we were like gonna die.
Oh. Dang.
Yeah.
Do you remember the pre-show to Catastrophe Canyon? Like this was the backlot tour.
Yeah, it was like you were in a movie.
And you had to go, and they would pick people from the audience.
Yeah.
And they would put you like on a little tiny ship, and put you in like as the Gorton fisherman.
Right.
And they would dump like a ton of water on you.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
And that's entertainment, baby. Then what else did they do? They did that, and then
I don't remember.
There was something else that happened on that same. They like put you out in the middle of a water thing.
Okay.
And like there was like gunfire and everything.
Oh, not real gunfire.
Yeah, they like made little like
movie ones.
Movie gunfire.
So wait, what else did Hollywood or Magic MGM have?
They had an entire animation building where they made animated movies.
Yeah.
Like back when it first opened.
That's right. Yeah.
And you could like walk above them and like look down at them. Like, look at you guys. You guys are drawing stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
I really do. I think one of the only things that I really, because of what we do, because we have this YouTube channel and we talk about new things, and like new things are obviously going to be more exciting than seeing something for the 100th time, right? So I'm always kind of like a fan of new stuff, and I'm kind of like not super sad when things go away because it means something new is coming, which is exciting. One of the only things that I'm sad that it went away was the bug playground.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Honey I Shrunk, because I think Jackson would have loved that.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Osborne Lights.
Also Osborne Lights. I think that's different because it's seasonal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the playground was like one of the things that I'm like, man, why did you get rid of that? I also feel like in the age of Instagram, it probably would have been a very cool place to take pictures.
Yeah, you just would have like giant leaves of grass.
Yeah, I just think that it would have been like very like Instagrammable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like hanging out with a giant ant.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I just like I don't know. But then I also kind of want to go back and look at like videos and pictures of that place and see if it is what I remember it is.
Yeah.
You know?
I just remember walking in there and like without kids and being like, how does anybody keep track of their kids in here? Like it was just pure chaos.
Yeah.
And then my last thing is that Bluey, that episode, The Sign,
the
long episode, it got 10.4 million views in 7 days.
Wow.
It was like supposedly the biggest premiere on streaming ever.
Really?
And the biggest Disney Junior premiere ever, which makes sense. And it's the biggest premiere ever, whatever.
It was called the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie set adventure.
And you had to like ride on a bee?
Yeah. Sorry.
That was a good time.
I know that they had a big thing of Play-Doh.
Big thing of Play-Doh. Oh, out in like the... Oh, yeah. There's the ant. Everybody remembers the ant.
Yeah.
There's the big bee. Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I just wanted to show you those pictures because I looked it up. So I was actually talking to Rosie about this, but we watched the episode with Jackson one morning. It was the morning that you had to leave early to go to Busch Gardens, I think.
Yeah.
And so we were just watching Bluey before school, and we watched the next episode, the surprise episode.
Yeah.
And so I guess people are speculating that they're going to end Bluey, but it's not going to end, but its current form will end, and that the new Bluey will be Bluey as a mom.
Right.
Or Bingo as a mom, because we still don't know whose kid that was at the end of the surprise episode.
But it kind of looked like a mix. It looked a little bit like Mackenzie, so we're thinking that Bluey and Mackenzie are together.
Yeah, which is sort of like what they hinted at, but I also kind of hope that Bluey gets with the French kid.
I think they were just friends.
No, because remember at the end of that episode, she went back to the tree.
Yeah.
And then he was like, Bluey.
Yeah, and he's like, hello, friend.
He didn't say friend.
What did he say? He said, hello, lover.
It's so weird to think of animated dogs being lovers. But maybe. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm so excited if that's the case.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know?
We'll find out.
It's exciting stuff. So is this season over of Bluey?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
It's like 50 episodes or something like that. It was like 44 episodes.
Not enough.
Not enough.
I need more.
Get on it. What is it? What's the name of that?
Oh, I can't remember. I can picture it in the back of my,
yeah.
Something.
Like Blue House or something like that? Blunderland?
There's two. Ludo?
Yeah, Ludo.
Yeah.
Ludo Studios.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Well, because it took so long for them to do this season.
Yeah.
So I don't want to wait that long.
Well, you're going to have to.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. Did we do
everything?
it? Did we make it through the podcast?
I don't know. Did we? The baby? Because the baby woke up twice. It's 12:30 in the morning right now.
Yeah. We got to go to bed.
Yeah, because tomorrow we have to go to the Blueberry Festival.
Look at us, blueberrying it up.
Something that Jackson said today that I thought was really funny is he just says random stuff. He goes, I want to go to the fair today.
Yeah.
And I said, what fair? He goes, the fair. And I was like, I do know what a fair is, but where do you think the fair is?
Where did you get this idea of the fair?
I don't know. And then I said, well, which fair should we go to? And he goes, the one at Disney World. And I was like, okay, where is it at? And he's like, I think he was thinking of Animal Kingdom.
Oh.
I think he thinks Animal Kingdom is like a fair because
because
the Dino Land.
Carnival games?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought it was really funny because he'll just say the most random things. Yeah. So I told him, I said, well, we are going to go on Sunday to the Blueberry Festival and it's kind of like a fair. And he said, oh, does it have a big slide? Because we recently went to like a spring festival that had a big inflatable slide. And I was like, I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a slide. And he's like, oh, he's
like,
he just wants an inflatable slide.
Right.
So,
well,
there you go.
Find one.
But yeah, so we have to get up early and go to the Blueberry Festival. But also, thank you for having me on the podcast.
Oh yeah, thanks for being here.
We didn't want to do it this way. I think we wanted to have the wives together, like as its own podcast. Like,
yeah.
So I'm sorry, this was sort of a last minute thing.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun.
I'm glad you were here. Thanks for being there for me.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine you doing it by yourself.
I would have been just like,
who would you throw to that tracks part, the beginning to?
I don't know, just myself. It'd be like, tell me about snowmobile tracks.
Me?
Me? And I'd be like, well, what you really need is you need a little bit of an angle on your tread if you're going to be driving through some heavy snow like backcountry.
Is that true?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
They sell kits to extend the track so that you have a longer mass. I don't know what you'd say. Like, they do this with sport bikes too, where you can extend the back wheel out so it's harder to wheelie.
Oh.
Keep the front end down so you're not worried about that when you're like really racing.
No, I think I want to do a wheelie on my snowmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? They kind of always do wheelies.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never actually been on one.
I've never been on one either, but they look so willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Like.
No, thank you.
I'll be okay. They run like a jet ski though, so like the same company makes jet skis.
I just remember the last time I rode a jet ski was at your parents' house for whatever holiday that was.
4th of July or
was
something.
It the yeah?
I don't know.
And we took the jet.
By the
jet
way,
skis.
4th of July, 1998.
No, it wasn't that
1999?
long ago. No,
had to have been. Was I already graduated?
We were already together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
2005.
It had to have been 2005, 2006, and I just remember I was riding the jet ski with one of my friends, and it flipped over.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
and it was so
handlebars
scary.
Underwater.
Yeah, so then we had to flip it back over and get back on it.
Right.
For two people to get back on it who have never really driven jet skis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we're going to get eaten by an alligator today.
Oh. Well.
It was very scary. So that was my one and done. I was like, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
No more jet skis for me.
I used to drive jet skis all the time in my youth.
So yeah, anyway, there you go. That's my story.
All right. Well, that's the end of the podcast. Normally Nick ends it. He says, thanks for tracking with us. And that's how I know that it ended.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for tracking with us today.
Oh, you did that part.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.